66 million years ago. A Tuesday. Everything was normal. Then the sky began to scream. It is the size of Mount Everest, traveling 20 times faster than a sniper bullet. It doesn't just fall. It punches through the atmosphere, igniting the very air we breathe. In seconds, heat exceeds the sun's surface. Forests across the continent ignite into global firestorms. This isn't a rock. It is a nuclear bomb the size of a city, targeting Earth. Dinosaurs didn't just die, they were erased. Half the planet never even heard it coming. You are alive today because this rock hit Mexico instead of the deep blue ocean. Welcome to the end. This is the Mesozoic record, the last Eden. Begin now. To understand the carnage, we must see the empire at its absolute biological peak. Hell Creek was not a swamp. It was a high-oxygen super engine of complex prehistoric life. Look at this T-Rex, a 12-meter masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. Not a simple monster. His vision is 13 times sharper than yours. He sees you before you even exist. Every step vibrates the Earth with infrasound, communicating across miles of dense, ancient forest. The dinosaurs ignored the cosmic physics already working against their long-term survival. Gravity is a calculated hunter. Jupiter just pulled the trigger on a massive cosmic bullet. While Triceratops fought for territory, a mountain of rock screamed through the dark void. This rock brought a gravitational shockwave that would reset Earth's entire biological clock. Within minutes, the apex predators will become the broken fossils of our distant future. Giant pterosaurs fill the sky, shadows stretching over a world about to vanish forever. In the undergrowth, small mammals watch the giants, unaware they are the future heirs. The rivers flow with life, a balance maintained over millions of years of steady evolution. Deep in the delta, crocodiles wait in silence, survivors of a truly ancient lineage. The atmosphere is thick and heavy, fueling the massive bodies of the last titans. Every leaf and creature is part of a perfect machine, running at its final peak. Nature has never been more vibrant, more successful, or more vulnerable to the shadows. Beyond the clouds, the messenger of death is closing in, invisible to the kings. A strange silence settles. The wind dies as the atmospheric pressure begins shifting rapidly. The T-Rex lifts its head, sensing a disturbance that no instinct can truly explain. Far south, the ocean recedes, pulled by the gravity of an object approaching Earth. This is the final hour. The stage is set for the greatest tragedy ever known. The T-Rex's brain was built for one thing: processing the smells of a dying world. His nostrils flare, catching the scent of ozone and the sudden drop in pressure. He senses the change, a primal instinct warning him the very air is unsafe. Binocular vision locks onto a target miles away. Precision no modern predator can match. But the real threat is not on the ground. It is 6 miles wide. The strongest bite force is useless against a mountain traveling at 20 kilometers per second. His bones are dense, muscles powerful, yet fragile against the cold physics of space. Evolution perfected this king for millions of years, only for a random rock to strike. Across the plains, Triceratops prepare for a battle that will never happen on land. Their horns are weapons for flesh, not for a world of fire and impact. The air begins to shimmer. The sky is no longer blue, but a bruised violet. Small raptors stop their hunt. They tilt their heads, listening to the atmospheric scream. Deep in the soil, mammals retreat, driven by a fear their dinosaur masters cannot feel. Sunlight is distorted. A second sun rises in the west, brighter than any star. Every animal in Hell Creek feels the ground hum with a low, steady vibration. The king roars at the sky, a final challenge to an enemy he cannot see. Edmontosaurus herds lift their heads, hearing deep thuds echoing from the Earth's dark depths. Footsteps become eerily silent as a deadly stillness swallows the ancient prehistoric forest floor. On coastal cliffs, Quetzalcoatlus rest their wings, preparing for one last journey toward the sky. The asteroid hits the exosphere, creating a lethal plasma glow that tears the sky apart. Seawater recedes rapidly, revealing ancient reefs and creatures suddenly trapped in the dark mud. A 60-degree impact creates the perfect storm, delivering maximum energy to the Earth's crust. The king stands alone, watching a second sunrise, casting shadows twice as bright. Pine forests smoke and wither before the fire arrives, scorched by lethal, invisible radiation. Chicxulub punches through the clouds, shattering the silence of the Mesozoic world forever. Panic erupts as Edmontosaurus stampede, their desperate cries echoing through the humid, dying air. Beneath the impact, the limestone crust is compressed instantly, turning solid rock into fire. The sky turns into a furnace of glowing sparks as debris re-enters the atmosphere. In the T-Rex's eye, the asteroid appears for a millisecond, reflected in absolute despair. A blinding white light vaporizes the ocean, marking the end of a biological empire. Chicxulub crosses the moon's orbit. The collision is inevitable, measured in mere terrifying minutes. Any observer in space would see a magnificent planet, moments away from a violent reset. The asteroid hits the atmosphere, glowing violet blue as it begins to ionize the air. If you saw the light, you were already dead. A flash brighter than noon. The atmosphere is compressed into plasma. A wall of fire strikes before the impact. Gravity pulls the mountain down with 1 trillion tons, focused on a single point. The ocean beneath vaporizes instantly, exposing the rocky crust of the Gulf of Mexico. Birds ignite in midair. The shockwave travels faster than sound, crushing everything in its path. A massive plume of debris is blasted into space, glowing with the impact's heat. The sky turns black, then red, as the planet chokes on its pulverized crust. Raptors scream in terror as their primitive instincts warn of an approaching celestial shadow. Small mammals retreat deep into the earth, seeking refuge from the coming, blinding light. A second sun rises in the midday sky, turning the horizon into white fire. Millions of birds fly in total panic, wings creating a chaotic, terrifying wall of sound. Shockwaves compress the air, generating temperatures hotter than the sun's own blinding surface. Edmontosaurus stampede, their desperate bellows lost in the rising, howling winds of destiny. The T-Rex lets out a final, defiant roar toward the destroyer descending from the heavens. Quetzalcoatlus wings scorch in the heat as they struggle to escape an unknown enemy. Small reptiles hide within rock crevices, hoping to avoid the coming wrath of the universe. Chicxulub tears through the stratosphere, leaving a massive plasma trail across the blue sky. Triceratops families huddle as intense heat begins to distort the very air around them. A 60-degree impact is the worst scenario, maximizing lethal debris ejected into the atmosphere. Within seconds, white-hot air incinerates ancient forests before the rock even touches ground. Conifer trees ignite instantly, their sap boiling under the force of invisible thermal radiation. The T-Rex's shadow stretches, terrifyingly sharp under the asteroid's brilliant and deadly light. Millions of insects swarm from the Earth, a hopeless flight before total planetary fury. The sea in the Gulf begins to boil, steam rising to hide the horizon. Kinetic energy converts into heat, ready to release a crushing and unbelievable cosmic power. Dinosaurs on the shore look up, burning light reflecting in eyes of final despair. The final moment of the Mesozoic. Time stands still before the violent collision begins. Impact. The energy of 100 million megatons released into the crust instantly. A dome of white light expands, vaporizing oceans and turning stone into liquid glass. The crust ripples like water. Massive seismic waves break mountains across the entire globe. Molten rock is catapulted into space, returning as a global rain of lethal fire. The thermal pulse radiates outward, incinerating everything in its path within mere seconds. Forests standing for centuries are gone instantly, replaced by a wall of roaring fire. Darkness falls as soot and ash block the sun. The era of Titans ends. Acid rain begins to fall, poisoning the water and land for those who survived. Temperature drops. A nuclear winter begins, wrapping the planet in a frozen gray shroud. The king watches fire rain, his skin burning under the intense thermal radiation pulse. A massive tsunami sweeps continents, erasing ancient forests and every living creature in path. Under the ocean, chaos reigns as mud collapses into deep trenches, burying marine life. Armored giants are helpless. An Ankylosaurus is swept away, unable to resist the water. Rock ranges shatter and collapse, creating landslides that shake the foundations of the continent. Shockwaves travel through the core, triggering volcanic eruptions on the opposite side of planet. Eternal night begins as smoke from forest fires blankets the entire atmosphere in soot. A lone Triceratops stands among ruins, gasping for air in an atmosphere of gas. Acid rain begins to fall, eroding rocks and burning the skin of survivors left. From space, the blue planet is gone, hidden under a thick, gray global shroud. A T-Rex corpse lies in the mud, its open eye staring at no future. Deep underground, seeds sleep peacefully, protected from the heat and fire on the surface. A small mammal huddles in its burrow, heart racing as nature screams for last. The planet glows like hot iron, temperatures rising to unbelievable and crushing thermal levels. Lush fern forests turn to charcoal instantly, erasing every trace of the last Eden. Edmontosaurus herds are swallowed by ash, ending a million-year journey for the species. After the heat comes nuclear winter, as sunlight is blocked completely by soot. Black snow falls on broken dinosaur nests, a tragic scene of global mass extinction. An intelligent troodon seeks warmth in a cave, feathers puffed against the freezing cold. Hell Creek's rivers freeze solid, trapping giants within the eternal and cold winter ice. A small cockroach crawls over a frozen tooth. The great survivor begins its journey. After months of darkness, a single ray of sunlight pierces the thick soot clouds. A green sprout pushes through gray mud. Life is resilient, refusing to surrender. Our ancestors emerge, small, hungry, but alive in a world the giants have lost. The evolutionary tree branches out, leading from feathered survivors to modern birds. Touching a fossil in a museum is touching a past filled with ancient majesty. Every bird you see is a living theropod. They traded teeth for beaks. Jupiter stands as a silent guardian, vacuuming up asteroids that could end our civilization. We are children of a cosmic accident. A 30-minute delay would change our history. What if it missed? Imagine a world where the T-Rex never died, but learned. The line between dominance and extinction is thinner than a layer of prehistoric clay. We are the legacy of a burning world, a story written in the stars. Next time, we explore the shield of gods, the hidden protectors against our extinction. Subscribe to decode the Mesozoic record. Your journey through time has only just begun. Follow the stars and fossils. The secrets of our planet are waiting for you. I am the Mesozoic record, the day the world died, so you could live.